The 2012 Avengers movie is probably still one of the most iconic Marvel movies to ever come out. There's so many pretty good Marvel movies, and this one I think ties with Infinity War as being the best MCU movie we have. But I think that this one is just a little bit better than Infinity War for a couple of reasons, but I really do enjoy this movie, and it's such a huge nostalgic thing. And when Marvel decided to make Legos on this in 2012, when they first started up the Lego Marvel's uh, superheroes line, I was so stoked, and there's so many good Lego sets that are out there for the Avengers line. And when they came out with the first Avengers sets, they had a Quinjet, which I really wanted for the longest time, but I can never get my hands on it. But here we are in 2024 with the new Avengers sets. Here we have the Avengers Quinjet set, which is a very, very cool set that I am very glad to be owning right now because it is a pretty dope set. There's also a smaller set that goes with this set pretty much with the Leviathan that comes with some other figures that you need to complete except for one. And there's been multiple Quinjet Lego sets out there, but I feel like the first Avengers Quinjet is super iconic, mainly just because I just like the design of it more than I've seen from the other movies. I also feel like, the first Avengers really made the Quinjet an essential part to the actual movie, and it's pretty iconic to this day. I really do like the Quinjet, and the only time I really think about the Quinjet is in the first Avengers movie. I don't really think about it in the other movies, but I know it's in there somewhere. But without further ado, we're going to take a look at this beautiful looking set. So this is 76248, the Avengers Quinjet set with 795 pieces. This is a pretty decent set, and this was released sometime this year, and it comes with a pretty decent amount of minifigures and of course the big Quinjet set. This is part of the Infinity Saga line, so you'll get a nice image of Iron Man with the Infinity Gauntlet right here, or the Nano Gauntlet as you can say. I really do like Marvel's new packaging with this kind of comic book look all the way around, kind of wrapping around the thing. And I really do like the way the box art looks. It looks very, it's just like reminiscent of 2012. I just really like the way this looks. At the back of the box, you could see a lot more about the set and what it can do. And it's pretty cool, and I really do like it. And it's a pretty big set that it does come with its own stand, which we will be taking a look at in a second. But let's take a look at the instructions, and let's see how much they butchered that. Oh yeah, they butchered the instructions big time. They always do this, and yeah, this is their instructions now. Very lackluster, but it is pretty cool. There is one feature that I am gonna mention right now. This Quinjet does have swappable stickers, so you do have a side A and B. The A side, you do have it with the Avengers logo. You can put all the stickers on it and make it look like an Avengers style jet. Or you can switch it to the B side, which is just two separate sticker sheets. And on the B sheet, you have the shield logos all over the jet. And honestly, if you don't put these stickers on, it's totally fine. I think it looks good even without. But I really did want some, and I went for the shield logos because I just feel like that's a little bit more better than the Avengers, because I just feel like it's more accurate to the movie, I believe. But pretty much everything is the same. Nothing's new. I mean, it's basic instructions. I do like the little Captain America that leads you all the way to the finish line. But yeah, that's pretty much the instructions there. Nothing crazy. And yeah, it's sad to see that they don't have cool artwork like they used to. But hey, whatever. So when it comes to minifigures, we have, of course, 6 in total. Actually, no, we do not have 6 in total. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in total, which I feel like there's one character that is missing, but I'll save that for the Leviathan set if I ever do get my hands on that. But first of all, we do have Iron Man in his armor from the movie, from the Avengers movie, and I really do like it. I think the printing on the armor looks very solid. The helmets I'm still really trying to get used to because I really liked the original helmets, and yeah, I don't really care for these ones. They just don't look good to me. But yeah, it's all right. The printing's pretty good on it. I really do like the printing on the torso and on the legs. They do look very nice together. And you also have a very nice back torso printing as well. The visor of the helmet can open up as well, just like it did in the original one. You, of course, have that very nice detailing of the kind of Iron Man HUD on his face on one side. And on the other side, you do have a very nice smiling Tony Stark head sculpt, which is very nice, and it does come with a hairpiece included. Iron Man does have a couple little features here. You can push down on these little weapons that he has here, and they pretty much fire away. And I lost that pretty much forever. He also does come with this little booster pack here, which you pretty much just clip on to his legs like so. And he's supposed to clip onto part of the Quinjet, which we'll take a look at in a second. It's pretty much the other way around. There you go. So that is basically how that's supposed to look. And this part does clip onto the Quinjet, like I said, but we'll take a look at that in a second. Now let's get on to our next figure. And with this Captain America figure, I think they did a very solid job on it. I adore the way this Captain America looks. I love that torso printing. That torso printing is so cool looking. The only thing that I think that he is missing is I'd have to say some leg printing. I mean, he can kind of get away with it a little bit, but I feel like they could have easily just put red boots on him, and there you go. That's the superior Captain America figure right here. The arms are pretty good. I think you can leave them blank. The helmet is very nice. I actually really do like the way the helmet design looks. I'm very happy that they introduced this helmet, and of course it does have the wings on the side here. I think it just looks really, really nice. And speaking of arm printing, I forgot to mention that Iron Man needs some arm printing. I think Iron Man needs some love on the arm printing. Don't give me any excuses. It needs arm printing. But yeah, I think Iron Man's the only one that I really think needs the arm printing for now. I think Captain America can do without, but he needed the red boots. The red boots, I think, were definitely needed. If you do take the helmet off, you are revealing a pretty decent head sculpt. And I have to say, this is probably, I don't know if the camera's picking it up that well. It's not in completely skin toned like it usually should be, but it's actually very nice. They're getting better, I feel like. Usually when they print a skin tone, head on a black or dark blue piece, it always messes up with the skin tone and it makes it very, very pale. But I have to say that this is very nice, and I am actually very proud of Lego for doing this because this looks super cool. I will never display them like this, but I'm very glad that they haven't messed this one up as much. I can still see that it's a little pale, but it's fine. It looks fine to me. And of course you have some back printing as well, which is very nice, and a beautiful Captain America shield, which I really do like the way they did that one. But yeah, this Captain America figure is very nice. I think the only thing he needed was some red boots, and he would have been perfect. The next figure we have is Thor, the God of Thunder himself, and I have to say, not bad. I do like this look for him a lot. So the first thing that I would like to say is the printing. The printing on the torso is awesome. Now let's see if I can move the hammer down just a little bit.
You want me to put the hammer down?
The printing on the torso is really cool. It really does give me that 2012 look for Thor. It looks very nice. The legs being black, I actually do not mind. I feel like the legs being black is fine because when you look at the actual source material, it doesn't really have much to go for on his legs. So the legs, perfectly fine. Nothing wrong with the legs. The arms, while I do like the metal on the arms, I feel like they could have just given it just very tiny scales or something, but the arms are fine. The head, I don't like the head. The head is the only problem that I have with this figure, because this, I don't like, I just don't like the way the head looks. They use it for, the first time they introduced this head was for Fat Thor, and I guess it fits more with him than it does with this version, because I'm not feeling this version at all. But yeah, I feel like they could have changed the head a lot, because God, he wasn't that, he didn't have that much facial hair in the first Thor movie, so, or the first Avengers movie. So why the hell did they give him the full beard in this one? I don't understand it, but I'm gonna have to fix that myself. But Lego, watch what you're doing. All right. I do like the hair. The hair is very nice. It's a very nice kind of blonde, and it does look pretty cool. And with the head sculpt, you do have an alternate face, which is a lightning face, which is pretty cool. He does have some back printing as well, which is very decent, very plain. He does come with Mjolnir, which is very cool. I really do like this piece all these years. And he comes with a lightning bolt for some fucking reason. I don't know why he comes with a lightning bolt, but he's got one, so cool. And next we have the Black Widow, which I'm pretty happy with. I think they did pretty good with the Black Widow. So I want to talk about the torso. The torso looks beautiful. I really do like how they did the torso. It's beautifully detailed, and I really do like the little Black Widow symbol they added at the bottom. The legs, again, I feel like this figure needed some torso printing. At least a couple straps, like some straps, like indicate a holster or something. You just some leg straps. There's some like basic Star Wars legs that you can put on the figure, because they did reuse the Jyn Erso head for like the millionth time for her. I feel like the Jyn Erso head is still decent to this day. I don't know what else they do different, but I mean, I wish they kind of went a little more into something new. So yeah, whatever. The arms, oh, I appreciate the arms so much. They did so good with the arms. They have the shield logo on the side, and of course they have some like detailing there, and the little like cuffs that she has. I don't know what they are, but she does have them there, and I really am happy that they gave her arm design. I'm glad that she's the one that got it. She does have some back detailing, which is very nice. She has a nice head hair sculpt. I really do like this hair sculpt that they use for her. And behind her, she does have, of course, a more angrier face. And she comes with these very weird electrical sticks, which she never used in the movie. She used guns in the movie. And last but not least, I'm super glad that they added Loki, but we have the main villain, Loki himself. Very cool figure. I actually really do like the figure a lot. Definitely needs one thing, and he could have been perfect, but he looks awesome. I love how they bring back the horned headpiece. There's nothing wrong with that. That is beautiful. Of course, it's not completely accurate because, you know, the whole headpiece is supposed to be exposed, or you can see his... Actually, no, I'm thinking of something completely different. Never mind, the head sculpt, the headpiece is awesome. But you do have a very nice face. I really do like that they're using, that they have a better look for Loki that captures his appearance in the movie. He's got this very nice grin on his face. The scepter, it's a scepter, I guess. It's nothing crazy. I mean, I guess it's better than the original one, but I really do like the crystal that you can add inside of it, but whatever. The torso and legs, beautiful. I adore the torso and legs because they just look so nice. The only thing that I'm very upset that they didn't add was the arms. The arms should have had gold kind of hinted inside of it. That's all I needed. Just a little bit of gold. That's all. Just something. But yeah, it's not a bad figure. It's pretty good. I really do like the green cape, and it's a nice cloth cape, and he does have some back printing as well. And of course, you can take off his little horn piece, and you can put this very nice hair sculpt onto his head, and that gives it a much more better look at Loki, which looks really cool. And he does have an alternate face, which I really do like this one. This is when he gets captured, and I think that's so cool that they added that. But that is pretty much all the figures. I think that they did pretty decent. I feel like they could have done a little better on some others, but yeah, whatever. I feel like that what we got is pretty good, and I am glad that at least one of them had some arm printing. So yeah, let's take a look at the giant Quinjet, and let's get on with this review. So, with the flash on, here is the underside of the helicarrier, and this is the stand he does come with, which is very, very cool. Pretty much, it does hook onto a little hole at the bottom of the Quinjet. Did I say helicarrier? I'm very sorry. But it just plugs in just like so, and it stays very nicely, and it's a very nice looking stand. And sorry if it does look a little dusty. I totally forgot to dust this before I did the review, but oh well, whatever. But it is a really nice base, and it's pretty cool. I kind of wish there was like a tiny little plaque or something saying Avengers 2012 or something like that. I don't know. But the Avengers Quinjet itself is very, very cool, and I really do like how massive it is. It looks really dope. I am very much a fan with the whole look of the Quinjet. Taking a look at every little detail that we can. I really do like the wings. I really do like the stickers. I really do like the whole build itself. It just looks nice and sleek, and I just really do like it. I like the thrusters at the bottom. I think that's a nice little touch that are on a little bit of a hinge joint, so you can kind of make it look like it's flying at full speed with it going like this. I don't know, something, you know, wacky like that. Use your imagination. It does have a very nice interior, which we will take a look a little bit more at in a second, but I really do like just the overall details that they used, and I like the little green lights instead of the red light from the other side on this wing. I think that's really, really nice, but the details just all just stay, and I just really do like the way everything looks together. And I really do like these thrusters. I think the thrusters are very, very cool, and I like the detailing. And these are printed, I believe, and they do a little bit of a spin, but it's very cool. And these are also on hinge joints, so you can bring these up if you want. And boom, that works beautifully. Now, what I really do like about the Quinjet set is if you do want it in a landing pose, it does come with a couple landing strips that you can bring down. So it does have a set of wheels on one side, which are, you know, kind of rotatable, which is pretty cool. And of course, there's some on the other. So let's try and get this, and boom, like so. And there's that. But that's not the only thing that can do that. So let's try and not scrape the wall that much. It has another one right underneath here, which is kind of difficult to get out, so I'm going to try and do this off camera. Boom, and that is pretty much it. It's just a little tiny like thing like this, but it does look very nice, and it makes it look like it's in a landing pose. Very, very cool. When it's on the stand, it doesn't really work too well, but if it's up in the if you just want this whole set to be without a stand, then it works pretty well. But here is how you just pretty much bring that up like so. Same with the other side, but it's very nice, and I really do like the overall size of this Quinjet. It's pretty big. I'm gonna try and get the Justifier, and I'll show you guys the size of it, because the Justifier is pretty big, and yeah, it's pretty cool. I really do like the underside, because the underside can open like so, and you can get a little bit of a hint at the interior, which you can see that there is a lot of room inside the Quinjet. So to access the inside of the Quinjet, you pretty much just kind of untab these little parts here, and unlike some sets where you just untab the whole thing and then set it off to the side, this has a hinge joint operation, which you can keep it like that. And you can see on the inside you have 6 different seats, which looks very, very cool. You have very nice spacious interior, and you kind of just saw that a little bit, but if we turn this to the side here, you do have a little spot for handcuffs, a wrench, binoculars, and some walkie-talkies there, which is very nice. And I really do like just the amount of room that you get inside this Quinjet, and it's so cool. And then of course you have the you know, classic opening of this part here, which is very cool. I really do like the operating panels, and there's another panel right there where they're supposed to, you know, do their thing. And of course, you can add 3 minifigures. I believe that's a spot there, but you do have spots for 2 definitely right here. And it's pretty cool. You can fit so many minifigures in this Quinjet, and it's so awesome. And for $100, yeah, I didn't get this for $100. I was actually very lucky enough to get this on sale, and instead of paying $100 for it, which I thought was a decent price, and I feel like now it's still a pretty good price. Actually, was it $100? I think it was a little bit more than $100, but I feel like it's a pretty decent price if it was just $100. If it was a little bit more, then whatever. But I actually paid only $50 for this. This had a pretty big sale, and I took the opportunity. I said, "Yep, I'm getting it." So I did, and now I own a Quinjet. After all these years, I own a little Quinjet. So it's a nice little piece of history being made right now. But it's so cool. I really do like the way this looks. I think that this is a perfect representation of the 2012 Quinjet, and it just fits. It works so well. And that Iron Man that I mentioned a little earlier, on the instructions, it pretty much just says he clips onto the wing like so, and it makes it look like he's flying side by side with the actual Quinjet, which is pretty cool. I really do like that little feature. But yeah, this is a beautiful set. It's so much fun, and I really do like the whooshability of it. Of course, there's little hinge joints here, so you just kind of gotta make it to where you want it. But even without the stand, and that'd be pretty silly if I drop this right now. Get off. There we go. Even without the stand, the swooshability of this jet, if you hold it right here at the bottom, is just so much fun. I actually really do like the way this feels, and it's just very nice, and it's so much fun to hold. It's a little heavy though, so yeah, definitely be careful, don't drop it. But yeah, it's pretty cool. I actually really do like the way it looks, and I actually really do highly recommend getting this set. This is really cool, and I feel like if the Leviathan set is good, it's gonna look awesome next to the Quinjet. So yeah, that's definitely a plus. But it's a pretty dope set. I actually really am happy that I did get this set. The minifigures are really cool, but I think I pretty much bought it just for the Quinjet. The minifigures are cool, but the Quinjet is really cool. So yeah, let's take the Justifier out, and let's see the size of both of these things together. Honestly, both of these have a pretty decent mass to them. I think they both look pretty cool together. And they look so big, and I am actually really happy with the way that looks. Here he is next to the USS Enterprise from Creo, and I really do like the way this looks too. I think the scaling is pretty big for both of them. I don't really notice how big these ships are until you have them side by side with something, and they're pretty big. I didn't even mention Captain America's angry expression. How much of an amateur am I? I think that this set is beautifully done, and I think LEGO did a fantastic job. If you guys ever found this set for $50, do not hesitate. I would say get it immediately, because this is such a good set, and I'm so glad that they made it, and I just think that it just rocks. It's so cool. But let me know what your guys' opinion on this set is on the comments below if you did like the Avengers movie. And so far, for now, this is being in my main display right here. But that is pretty much it for this video. I hope you guys did enjoy this one. Definitely will be doing more LEGO reviews in the future. But for now, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.